If I have learned anything from my 15 years in project management, it is this. How you run your project meetings will literally define your success as a project manager. Your meetings dictate how your projects can run. They dictate how people show up and perform on your projects. They establish boundaries, frameworks, plans of action. But running successful project meetings isn't easy. Far from it. Getting the right people involved, getting them to show up, keeping the conversation on topic. Not to mention actually ensuring that action items are discussed and delivered. We've all been in those poorly run meetings. Chaos, disorganisation, everyone wasting their time. So in today's video, I am going to be sharing with you 5 of my favourite and top tips so that you can run successful project meetings that take half the time and deliver double the results. Firstly, it's crucial that you plan your meetings very carefully. You should know the end result and purpose of every meeting you plan on scheduling. There should be purposeful intention behind it. You need to know exactly who should be on that meeting. If you can't explain easily why someone should be there, don't invite them. And think about different stakeholders and roles on the project so that everyone is represented. At the same time, try to invite as few people on the meeting as possible and as necessary. That will be much easier for you to manage and coordinate. Keep meetings short. And if people need to prepare for the meeting, let them know. Give them sufficient time to prepare ahead of time. At the same time, make meetings as accessible as possible. So whether that's a specific meeting room that you need to book out, or whether it's a particular time or location, just make sure that everyone has the best chance of joining. Next, it's crucial that you schedule your meetings accordingly. You need to know your delivery. What are you going to say? How and when? Think about whether you need access to particular meeting rooms. It could be technology that you need access to, for instance. Be sure to prepare and share an agenda ahead of time in multiple formats so that everyone can see it. It could be on the meeting invite. It could be via email. Also, make sure that each item on the agenda has a specified time to be discussed, and if a particular person needs to talk on that agenda item, then make sure they are listed as well. Lastly, make sure that you choose an appropriate time, place and location for call participants, in unison with business timelines. So in other words, make sure that your meetings don't conflict with other important business operations and make sense as well. When it comes to running the meetings, you need to ensure several things are in place. Firstly, make sure you're there first. Get set up ahead of time so that you're ready to start the meeting at the time you planned. Make sure that you control the meeting from the start. It's your meeting, you are coordinating it. Make sure that you take notes on everything that was said, or alternatively, get a note taker or record the call and leverage AI tools as and where possible to make sure that everything is documented. Be sure to stick to the agenda that you prepared. And if you or anyone goes off topic, make sure that the conversation is redirected back to the agenda. You can always schedule follow-up meetings for off-topic items if required later. Make sure that you keep everyone engaged and interested, and address all participants, not just certain people. Be sure to draw people in and make it an open environment. Lastly, concluding your meetings. Be sure to reinstate the main points of discussion, what has been agreed, and any action items and next steps. Be clear with owners and timelines, and schedule any next meetings that need to take place. Then be sure that there are after call follow-ups. So check back in with certain individuals at appropriate times. Ensure action items are understood and that people are working on them. and schedule new meetings accordingly. So that is how to run a successful project meeting time and time again. Do these very things and you'll soon notice your project meetings are much more impactful. Your stakeholders are far more enthused and engaged, and ultimately your project outcomes should improve. If you have any questions, comments, feedback on this video, drop them down below. And with that said, best of luck and I hope you have an excellent day.